to stage 2 of my MLA Tour Classic Blade putter review. I'm Bryn Paulson, DownInOne on My Golf Spy, and today I think I'm finally ready to tell you my thoughts about this putter. I got it out on several practice greens. I played in a few tournaments with it, and I even got it out to some mini putt courses. Let's start with the grip. I really like this grip. It feels good. It looks good. The only thing is, I wish that it was larger. The grip on my other putter is a 128 gram Win pistol grip, and I don't know what this is. I looked on their website. I couldn't find any information, but they don't offer anything larger, which is kind of a bummer. If they did, I'd use it because it's a really nice grip, but it's just too small. Onto the shaft. It's shiny. It's metal. It has a small bend in it. It has a sticker on it. And other than that, I have no idea. I've never really noticed any major differences with any of my steel shafted putters. I have noticed differences with carbon fiber and graphite, but not so much with metal. That's all I got. So, I've really been wanting to talk about this putter cover. When I did the first review, I was so excited about this thing because of the fact that it's magnetic, and I was like, that's awesome. I know other companies make magnetic putter covers, and that's all fine and dandy, but I've never owned one. My putter cover is Velcro. It's like the sleekness of hospital shoes. Still love this putter cover, but yeah, I was all excited because I'm like, wow, this keeps it so cleanly closed at the back, and it's just cool. Until I used it. After playing multiple games, tournaments, just messing around on the putting green, it makes me nuts. First of all, taking it out isn't that hard, but it's a little hard. And I'm usually holding, two clubs. I've generally got a wedge and then the putter. And because not all of us hit the green in two. When you go to put this thing back, you can't just push it in. And if you're holding, another club while you're walking back to the bag and you want to just slide it in, it's so thick that you just can't get it in there.
That's what she said.
My old putter, I can slide it out, slide it back in. I can do it holding one club. I can do it holding 100 clubs. It's just easy. Yeah, so that made me nuts. And some of you might be thinking, well, that's totally a pathetic reason. No, not at all, actually. It takes so much extra time. I mean, I've got to put a club down or whatever, and then I have to basically spread this thing open with two hands. And it's a little easier if you turn this sideways, just because it's so wide, and then slip it in. And
that's what she said.
I can already hear all your brains clicking with all the little references and jokes. Anyway, yeah. So there's my rant. I felt like it wasted a lot of time when I was going back to the bag. And if you're riding in a cart and you're not full carting it, like I was at several tournaments, I felt like I was holding everybody up. I mean, that extra little bit of time, people are ready to go. You want to put your scores in, especially on the days that I was driving. Yeah, it just turned into, an extra 15, 30 seconds here, 15, 30 seconds there. It was a pain. Anyway, moving on. Onto the putter head. let's talk about the looks of this guy. Um, it's flat matte black, which is cool. My other putter is matte black. I like black. It works. Um, Standing over it, it looks good. Nothing too crazy flashy and annoying in my opinion. Um, my whole thought is if you hate the look of something, chances are you're not going to play well with it. The green on the bottom, either neither here nor there. Be kind of cool, I guess, if it was like blood red or something. I could always paint it, but yeah, not bad. I really like the blockiness. It's kind of cool uh, with that back sort of sweep. It's neat. I was worried about the weight of this putter when I first looked it up. I've always played with a much lighter putter, mainly because I feel like my arms know the distance to the hole, and as soon as I get that extra weight, I start smashing it past the hole, and yeah, it doesn't go well. But that was not the case with this putter. I felt like I had really good distance control. My accuracy was good. All right, let's talk about sight lines. My old putter has 3 sight lines on it, similar to like a ping blade. I guess some of those have 1, some have 2, but anyway, mine has 3 sight lines. The MLA, which is named after this feature, has essentially 4 sight lines, but it's within this large white line on top of the putter that can pretty much be seen from anywhere on the green and maybe even outer space. But it's pretty cool. So the way it works is that there are essentially 4 aim points on this putter, and you don't really notice them when you're standing over it. It seems like it's a lot more subconscious. But yeah, I think it works. With my old putter, when I would stand over a putt, first I'd go through my normal routine: stand behind the ball, look at the hole, figure out, is it going to break left, break right, straight, whatever, and then I line the line on the ball up with the hole. I know not everybody uses that line, but anyway, I do. Line the ball up with wherever I'm, going to be aiming, and then when I stand over the putt with my old putter, I would look at those 3 sight lines and sort of do some fine tuning, and then finally putt. Well, when I stand over the ball with the MLA putter, it's like I'm dialed in already. It's so weird. I mean, I just put the club head down on the ground. I look at it for a millisecond. I'm ready to go, and I really noticed that difference. Now, on a side note, I have lipped out more putts with the MLA putter than I have in history with probably any other putter. Now, I'm not saying that I'm missing putts and I'm just lipping left and right. I'm saying that putts that I would have missed with my old putter by an inch or 5 feet, whatever the case, I hardly had that at all. Like a couple of the rounds that I played, I was lipping so many putts that people were, guys that were in my foursome were like, "Dude, I've never seen anyone, lip out so many putts." It was maddening at the same time as it was, cool, just because I was so accurate. But I just wasn't accurate enough to put it in the cup, which made me crazy. And that kind of made me think, is part of the reason I'm not getting it in the cup because, as we're with my old putter, I was taking more time to really line it up, and I had to look at those 3 lines so closely and make sure that I was just right there. As where with the MLA putter, um, I felt like I was right there so quickly that I didn't take more time. I don't know. I want to talk about the sound and feel of this putter. Um, in comparison, so my old putter and a couple of my other putters, most of my putters have sort of a springy, the ball kind of leaps off the face, um, and the hit is a little higher pitched. Uh, with the MLA putter, um, it's much more muted. The ball, I don't want to say it doesn't spring off the face. It still comes off the face, but not nearly like my other putters. Um, I like it. It's got a real crisp, firm feel, without that feeling of the ball's getting away from you. I sort of felt like that a little bit when I was using some of my other putters. I'm playing in a few tournaments this coming weekend. I'm hoping that I can get out, uh, maybe even sometime later on today. Um, Play some more with this putter. I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to doing my stage 3 final review on it, and I hope you guys like it. Talk to you later.
This game is too easy.